Hello and welcome to another lawn clippings video by Lawn Fawn. Today we are introducing our new set, Blue Skies. I absolutely love this set. It has coordinating dies to go along with it too. So we're going to go ahead and stamp this out and make a fun project with it too. So here I have the largest hot air balloon, and this hot air balloon fits perfectly in our 3.5-inch round acrylic block. I just love how great it fits. It's a great block for these larger stamps. I just love the hot air balloons in this set. They're just so sweet, and what's great about them is you can do so many different techniques with them. You could do Copic coloring or watercoloring, you could do distress inking, you could paper piece them, and you could even just stamp them in different colored inks and get a really beautiful, clean, and simple card that way too. This set has some great clouds that help you set the scene for your balloons. I love them because they have that flat bottom to them, which I think is so cool. We have them in two different sizes and pointing in two different directions, so it really helps kind of fill in the scene around the balloons. We also have some other items that are really great for stamping around the balloons. We have some stars and some hearts, and I love stamping these in really subtle colors in the sky. It just adds a little extra something. We have the stars in 3 sizes. And we also have the hearts in 3 sizes, and I love how the little ones are solid. It makes it so fun. This set also has this really great arrow that I just love. It's perfect for using with the balloons, especially with the sky's the limit type idea, but also it's great for stuff like Project Life too, so you can use it on its own or with the set. We have a really great banner in this set. I just love it because not only can you use it to decorate the balloons, which I'll show you in a little bit, but you could also use it as a party banner and you could just extend that banner and keep it going. So I love that there's a lot of uses for that stamp. There are some great sentiments in this set. Here is The Sky's the Limit, which I love for all the upcoming graduations coming up and also any type of congratulations card. We also have Blue Skies Are Ahead, which is great for just sending a friend some encouragement and just some love their way. It's a great sentiment for the hot air balloons. And we also included a thanks, which is great because I know I always need thank you cards, and it's nice to have a thanks in such a pretty font. I stamped out 2 more hot air balloons here so I can show you how this banner works. So with the full-size banner, you can stamp it right across the balloon. So you can stamp it directly like I'm doing here, or you could also stamp and die cut it because there's a die for it and layer it on top of the balloon also. On the smaller balloon, 3 of the pennants fit on it. So what I like to do is just selectively ink up my stamp and just stamp those 3 right on the balloon. So I'm just inking up just the 3 little pennants there, and then I'll stamp them directly on the balloon. I just love how pretty they look on the balloons. So cute. Now you'll see there I got a little extra ink, and I do this all the time. So my big fix for that is I take a white gel pen and I just go right over my little ink smudges or extra ink, and nobody can ever tell, and it cleans it right up. The medium-sized heart in this set fits right into the balloon. It's just another little way to embellish the balloon. So cute. The solid ones, the little small ones, also fit in the small balloon. So I stamped the little heart there on the side, and I'll stamp the star in the center part of the balloon. These little solid images also fit inside the little pennant banners, which is another great way to add some more decoration to this. We, of course, have an exclamation point, so you can add it to your sentiments or not, which is really fun, depending on your card. I added a little color just to spruce it up, and I'll show you in a little bit how I like to color these balloons. But I'm going to go ahead and show you all of the dies that we have for this set. There's a die for both the large and small balloons, and so you stamp first, color, decorate, and then you can put the die right over it and cut it out. There are dies for both of the clouds. There's a die for the little pennant banner, die for the arrow too. I've gone ahead and put some low tack tape to hold all of my dies in place, and I'm just going to put it through my cutting machine. Love coloring and cutting out a bunch of images at once. That way I have a lot of stuff ready for my cards. And you can see how cute they turn out. I love that tiny little white border around them. It just looks so adorable. And here they are all laid out. I just love how they look. Now another really cool thing about the dies in this set is a lot of the dies work on their own without the stamps too. So you'll see here that I've cut them out of white cardstock. I have the little pennant banner, and you can see how cute, especially out of pattern paper or something. I think it would look really cool. The arrow looks awesome with or without the stamp, and so do the clouds. So I love that you can kind of get double use with the stamped image or without. So now I'm doing some pretty easy Copic coloring with 3 shades of pink. I've laid down my lightest layer first, just kind of messy. Now I'm taking my medium one and I'm going around the outside parts of the balloon because I want the lightest parts to be towards the inside, so it kind of looks like the balloon is ballooning out, for lack of a better phrase. Now I'm taking my darkest shade, the R35, and I'm putting it right just around the outside, and then I'll blend it in with my medium and then do my light shade in the middle. You could definitely do this with just 2 markers too. As long as you have a lighter part towards the center of the balloon, you'll get that cool kind of ballooning out look. I want to create the perfect sky for my balloons, so I'm using some distress ink with a foam ink applicator. You could use a makeup sponge too, any kind of foam really. And I'm just layering that color on, and that's what I love about distress inks. You just layer them until it looks right, and if it doesn't, then you just put some more on top. So I'm blending 2 different shades of blue, and then what I'm going to do is take old paper, which is, I kind of wanted to bring in a little bit of, I just wanted it to look a little aged in the background, and I liked that kind of yellowy green that the old paper brought in. The peacock feathers is more of a teal, as I thought it would really kind of brighten up the background and just add a little bit more of that green like the old paper has in it. So I'm just blending it in and kind of just playing around with it. I love just getting inky and messy and having a lot of fun. And I layered some more old paper, and so you can see that kind of antique-y look coming through, and it's really giving it a cool look on the skies. Gotta love those inky fingers. Now that I've created my sky, and that's on a 4 by 5 1/4 size piece, I'm going to start taking my die cuts and just messing around with the layout. I'm just going to layer things on top of each other and see what I like. I love doing that because then I can play with all my die cuts and I can glue them down later once I've decided what looks great. I started putting one of the stamped clouds behind it, but I thought it was a little too bold, so I decided to use one of just the plain die cuts, and I think it looks really nice. I thought the small yellow balloon should have a banner also, so I decided to stamp it out and color it to kind of match the background that I created. Right there I'm using BG11 and BG15. I'm going to show you how to use the die to create just the 3 pennant banner. Also, while I was at it, I just cut some more clouds since I had kind of a big piece of cardstock, so I'll be ready to decorate some more projects. Right here, I'm going to take my scissors and just cut right along the pennant to match the other side. Now I've got that little black mark there because I stamped the whole pennant, and I'm just going to do the same white gel pen trick. I'm just coloring right over it, and no one will ever be able to tell there was a black ink mark there. So now I have my cute little 3 pennant for my small balloon, and I'm just going to keep kind of layering everything and seeing what the layout that I like the best is. Now it's time to stamp my sentiment. I'm going to send this to a friend just to cheer her up a little bit. And now I'm stamping in that old paper ink some of the stars just to decorate this background. I thought I'd use the medium-sized star and then the little small solid star. And I just love the sky with the stars in it. I think it's so sweet. It just makes me happy. One of my tricks for when I have the perfect placement but I haven't glued everything down yet is I take a picture with my phone. And so I know later I can look at my phone to figure out where all my clouds should go. I'm using just straight adhesive, foam adhesive, and then foam adhesive that's half the thickness. It's by Scrapbook Adhesives. It's really cool. It's a super thin foam, just to kind of give lots of dimension on the card. And then I'm putting some rolled up glue dots on these little pennant banners just so they pop off the balloons just a little bit. I did the same thing with the small balloon also. I just love adding lots of dimension to cards. Now I have some coral cardstock here to match my balloon. I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything together. So that's my card all done. I had such a blast making this card using lots of fun techniques like die cutting, distress inking, and Copic coloring. So that is Blue Skies. It is such a fun set with beautiful hot air balloons that can be decorated, clouds and stars and banners and all sorts of things that can be used in lots of fun ways. And it has a coordinating die set, so you can see here you get the 2 balloons and it cuts them out, and then also the banner can be cut out too. One thing I love about the dies in this set is not only do they look cute with the stamped images like this, they also look cute cut on their own too. So it's like you get a 2-for-1 in there. I love that I could cut plain plain clouds, which I thought looked better on this card than having the stamped ones since there was so much going on, or I could do the stamped ones, and depending on the type of card, either one could work really well. There's some great sentiments in this, from thank you to blue skies are ahead to send some encouragement to a friend, and the sky's the limit, which is perfect for congratulations and graduation that's coming up. We have some really cute stars and hearts, and they can be put inside the hot air balloons. You can stamp the banner directly on the balloon, or you can cut it out and put it on top like this. You could do paper piecing with these, Copic coloring, watercoloring, distress inks. You could use that to fill in the balloons. There's so many cool and fun ideas that you can do with this set, and we cannot wait to see what you guys make with this one. It's going to be super fun, I know. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!